I'll report him. I'll report any picture I get from you. Just. You almost fell?
We've done a great thing. At least we've tried. Just wanted to take a picture.
I'm right next to you. Yeah, because, like, look at it. It's not terrible, but it is, like, weird.
I can try to play with it, too, on the editing.
You ended that, like, a while ago. As long as there's nothing useful that I need to, like, actually look at.
I don't think so.
Yeah, then it should be fine. Because if there's things that I need to scroll back for, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have to just resend that to me.
No, because I would send you anything for however you want to say.
Okay.
Send that today, and then obviously when I get home, I'll make the Skype chat for the T-Rex movie.
Okay.
Well, no, from
We now know that ancient Angkor was more than a religious site. It was an impressive feat of engineering, an architectural marvel, and the capital of a vast empire that transformed the landscape with a network of roads, bridges, canals. Some 1,500 years ago, Khmer kings began creating an earthly replica of the cosmic world that they believed to be the home of the gods and the proof of an empire. At its peak, around 800 years ago, Angkor was the most extensive city the world had ever known. But then, the Khmer Empire entered a period of decline from which it would never recover. What happened to it, and what we can learn from its demise? View more than 120 treasures, many never before seen outside of Cambodia, who sculpted the statues, and the farmers and the fishermen who fed this vibrant civilization. Enter the world of Angkor. Learn about the rise and fall and enduring legacy of the majestic Khmer civilization.
Well, messages.
Gonna have all these like shorts and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have so many messages. Fair.
It'll release on the shorts. I'm gonna read about it.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Styles.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. You keep going, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother. Find over there, got it.
She's a cat now.
That only a few designated people can access the borders. So the one on the left and the right are shrine walls, Blvd sandstone 12th century, columns 11th century sandstone. The one right in front of us is lintel sandstone 10th century. Looks like an elephant here. Oh, elephant. Aww. Gods were believed to live among heaven's mountains. Temples resemble peaks and reservoirs. Temples resemble peaks on the earth and mimic the divine realm. Mount Meru, third of the world, was where the gods lived. Its surrounding ranges inspired design. These passages and stairways led to increasingly sacred spaces. Statues and patterns differentiated.
Pretty sure that's what they just named a new snake house. That god.
You ever been down here?
Yeah, this was pretty fun.
What? It's probably a pretty long. Yeah, my phone doesn't have a connection. I'm just gonna get like a. Stop doing more.
It was empty, so I couldn't get it.
The thing is the land gain from the sea. When roughly speaking, the it goes like that. In the beginning, everything is the ocean, except.
Oh, you can come through.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
The big reservoir of the water that is until now connected by the religious ritual that we know. So that's why my project is acknowledging that now for collecting all the data from restoration stratigraphy of the soil in Angkor home. So understand this, our project will about the mapping and also collect other data about the
are from Cambodia. In fact, this is the first tour with these items outside of Cambodia, which is a big deal. They had the Civil War, a lot of things during the chaos, things were taken away for private museum collections. They are being returned finally. And kind of sort of on the corner, Angkor, that area, they have countries that are assigned to different areas that are helping recover and discover areas. The problem is their soil was very acidic. So even the post holes where they drove it, those all deteriorated. The kings and queens, they had their royal houses made out of wood. So we know those hills, that's where they would put the stilts. And top level for the lower level is for the water to run off during the monsoon season. But it was a big place. It had between 700 and 950,000 people there. And until they got that LiDAR to see all these housing sites, they didn't know there was that much. Peels away. And they're using that all over the world now to kind of, without cutting things in, kind of see what's going on. Well, much of the, basically religions, first Hinduism and Buddhism came across from the traders from India, then it established, and that's why people have a lot of written paperwork. They did a lot of carving on buildings, like you saw. So in Sanskrit, so that's a language we know. So it's easy, it's not like hieroglyphics when they first tried to figure out what was going on. This is pretty easy on them, but they didn't have the paperwork. We knew the most on paper was one Chinese trader that stayed down in Angkor for about 3 months, and he was doing all this stuff, and his scrolls took him back to China, and those scrolls survived. And so that's why we, between this stuff and what he wrote, is a lot of the information about his culture. Thanks for coming today. What this is a copy of Beyond Wall. It tells you how they lived. Okay. Pictures.
In place or in important temples. Sometimes, like in the royal place in Angkor, we have even a list of those dignitaries.
They will either figurative art and floral decoration. The pattern bears similarity to the design of outer stucco and stone decoration. Also in other temples, such as Paru Temple and also Prasat Nikmal Etakau province. But the state of their preservation is mostly very good.
Well, this is probably
It is quite dependent on the deterioration of the main tower. Beside the wall painting and stucco,
As well as graffiti in the walls of Angkor and the pillars that they came all along during the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th century. These sources, as well as the south,
and the center of gravity of Cambodia have shifted away from it and has remained elsewhere ever since. What we realized is that using technology is already
Cambodians are drawn to this city built by their ancestors, the engineers, artisans, and kings who created temples and moats as an earthly replica of the heavens.
Can he get new coats?
More than a heritage site rich in history, Angkor today is a vibrant place of worship. Cambodians still make offerings in the ancient temples.
Didn't you say no? That's off
They
limits.
still feel divine presence in statues of the deities. They share their cultural
Their costume.
I know at this point, everything's overweight, so it's starting as you have great.
Oh, that's, yeah, their money.
Cambodian money.